what would you say? How is the situation in Hollywood? Can people really use their freedom of expression? Can they say what they think on the media? Or do they have to fear that maybe some political parties or somebody else will take that against them and get after them?
Yeah, you always have to kind of be careful with what you say because you have to think of it from every side and every angle. So you can't always just say what you feel or say what you think, and that's not a wise way to communicate anyway. You won't get your message across.
Yeah.
But if you offend someone, they might have a right to say, "You offended me, I'm gonna sue you." Whatever. I don't know the legal world.
Got it.
There are restrictions now. We're getting less, just even on social media. There are certain words that you can't use if you want to have a certain YouTube channel or something like that, or they'll take it down. So we're in that world where that's kind of the norm, unfortunately, and we have to kind of self-regulate our communication.
Yeah.
So you have freedom in that sense. You can choose to say, boastfully whatever is on your mind.
Yeah.
And reap deal with the consequences because of it.
Yeah.
Or you can choose to say, okay, I'll say it a little bit more tactful.
I see.
And still get my message across.
Yeah.
So it's a challenge, and that's why I think we're in a good industry, because we're learning how to be the best communicators we can be, get the message across despite the outside differences and those kind of things. But yeah, I mean, we have to be careful, unfortunately.
Understood. Yeah. Yes. To my experience here in the US, it's still a very, very high degree of freedom. Being a US and German attorney at law.
Yeah.
So my experience is people can really say what they think, and it's in good old Europe, it's way more difficult. Yeah, it's way more difficult, unfortunately.
Yeah. Maybe in comparison you might be right.
In comparison, maybe, yeah. What do you think about the future of LA, of Hollywood? We see that there is maybe some kind of shift to Austin, to Atlanta, the movie industry. We have big movie industries in India, in China growing up. Do you think Hollywood will stand its ground, being the movie capital of the world in future? What has to change maybe?
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, that's always the question. And then whenever you're the top and everyone's coming after you, right? And, I think that they definitely are established, but no one is ever too big to fail. And with all of the change, you can see shifts in leadership. Will they remain the only source? No. We have options now. But will it still be a liable and viable source? I believe so. I think it's a lot of smart people in Hollywood. And then it could just be a change of guard in terms of people in Hollywood that are running it. Maybe someone moves in and cleans it up and makes it a little bit more attractive for others. It doesn't have to be the big bad monster. It's a system that has worked for years. That has impacted lives, for years. From the movies we have, the television shows we have. So it's, yes, nothing is perfect. Things can get fixed and changed. I think it's good, like I said, all the things that are happening with the AI, with in Atlanta they have and other cities and other countries, like you said, Bollywood, and they're challenging the status quo and forcing change, and that's good.
That's competition.
Yes.
Basic American value.
That's what it's all about.
That's
what it's all about. Yeah.
Maybe one of the last questions, do you see some kind of trend here in Hollywood at the moment? Where is the movie industry heading to? Where would you say in a period of 3 to 5 years, something like that, what are the big things that are yet to come?
Yeah, Hollywood is known for not really, like I said, risking things. So you'll see a lot of sequels to movies that were successful. I see a lot now. What was our generation growing up? They're making movies on some of the cartoons that or some of the things that we grew up on. So I think that you're going to continue to see a fail-safe method of saying, okay, let's stay safe. Let's try Star Wars 23, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, 202, whatever,
Spider-Man
Spider-Man 500,
500.
exactly. You're still going to see a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then you have the independent movements of independent film that will, you know, one or two will make a change and maybe start, you know, start a Wakanda or all, you know, those kind of things, and open up a new avenue there. You know, you know, so you'll see some change, but not, again, I don't think it'll be that drastic of a change in Hollywood. You have to get it outside of, you know, Hollywood. Even if you go to like some of the Bollywood films or whatever, some of the others, they have a brand identity, they have a niche. And that's what they're known for. A lot of upbeat dancing and feel good kind of.
And that's what you need.
Yeah. And that's okay. So the brand identity for Hollywood is what it is. And it's probably not going to change much, but it'll gradually change.
Makes sense. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We are helping a lot of our clients penetrating the US media market, not only in Hollywood, but all over the country.
Yeah.
We would like to invite more clients because we know a lot of European clients would be interested to be active in the media market in the US because it's a wonderful market.
Yeah.
It's a big money market.
Yeah.
And we would like to invite the audience to team up with us. So not only with our law firm, but also with you, with Beverly Boy Productions, with your brother. Would you like to describe what you focus on, where you can help, what kind of maybe business partners or clients you're especially looking for?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I guess our specialty is, when we're dealing with businesses, would be in corporate marketing, helping that business grow and build a brand identity and grow their brand and talk to their public so they can, you know, so they can generate more sales or whatever it is they be. So any corporate marketing. When it comes to independent films, we work with a lot of independent producers and directors that they may not have a Hollywood budget, but they want to go to a production company that will still give them that Hollywood look and feel. And so if you're that and you have an idea or a short film or even a, you know, a music video that you have in mind, come to us. We could definitely help you out. And then in the case of television, we kind of had our specialty over the years in reality style shows, documentary style shows, you know, so if that's something that you have a passion for, reach out to us. Maybe we can help. So, but you know, we kind of have our hands in a lot of different things when it comes to video. Yeah. And you know, we're just here to help. We would love the business and love to help you. So it's a partnership in terms of helping you see where you need to go, and then just helping our business continue to grow through experience and relationships.
Thank you so much. Because that is something we often tell our clients. You can be successful in the US. It's open end. You can be very, very successful in the US, but it's a completely different market here.
Yeah.
So for instance, advertising in Germany is very conservative. You often need to be very serious and tell why your product is good and so on.
Yeah.
Here in the US, I've seen some lawyers' advertisement. Wonderful. They had depicted a dog and they just wrote below it, "Did mommy take you not out for a walk? Call us, we'll sue her." And you need that advice. So if you try to sell your products in the US and be successful in the US, it makes sense to reach out to professionals like you who know the market, who have a lot of experience, and who can really help to be successful. At the end of the day, I think you can save a lot of money and you will be successful much quicker than if you try it on your own and you have to do every mistake, which you would not have to do if you would have a professional on your side.
Learn from our experience. We're not for everyone, but the ones that we are for, reach out, you know, and if you have a question, reach out. It can't hurt to communicate, right? And we'll see, and if there's a there's a way that we can work together.
Great keyword. How can they reach out to you? What do you prefer? Shall they send you an email? Shall they call you? Shall they ring at your door here at the city tower? So what is the best way to get in contact with you, Kael?
The web is a great thing. You have it on your phone, you have it on your watch, you have it You know, wherever you're at, beverlyboy.com. And well, all our contact information is there, but beverlyboy.com, you can reach out to us. Email there, info@beverlyboy.com. However you feel, if you need to call, but just reach out, and someone will get in contact with you, and we'll start a discussion from there.
Wonderful. And we will also put your contact details in the video description.
Okay.
And of course, if anybody reaches out to us and asks to facilitate the contact with you, no problem at all.
Yeah.
It has been a real honor to talk to you, Kael, today. Thank you so much for the great cooperation. We look forward to work together with you, with your brother and your company.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's look forward to the next nice projects.
Yes, awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for watching. See you soon again. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right.